So, are you under eating or restricting your food? Have you developed rituals to help you feel safe and in control of your eating? So, it might be things like cutting up food into small pieces, eating off small plates, or eating foods in a particular order. Now, if you relate, you are not alone. Today, I'm going to talk about food rituals in eating disorder recovery, describe different ones, and think about how to begin to address them or begin to dilute them. I'm Harriet Frew. This is the Eating Disorder Therapist podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I support people to overcome disordered eating and find peace with food. So let's dive in. So food restriction and eating rituals often go together. So you can be restricting food in any size body though. It's not just people who are visibly underweight. So important. Many of my clients struggle as well with the invalidating diagnosis of atypical anorexia nervosa. So this means you struggle with all the starvation symptoms. You basically have anorexia nervosa, food preoccupation, poor concentration, possibly loss of menstrual periods, low libido, compulsive desire to lose weight. You want to control your food, you overexercise, but maybe you look healthy. But you are not healthy though, full stop, even if the world validates your smaller body and leaves you confused. So I think that's a really important message. So how does food restriction happen? So usually through three main ways. One, not eating enough, with hunger always lingering. Number two, delaying eating. So food is always on the pedestal of the day. You put off eating to eat less. You're looking forward to it. Number three, missing out entire food groups, often carbs, to reduce overall intake. And this means that you're frequently hungry and food preoccupied, a lot of mental hunger. And this is hard to bear. So you may have developed compulsive food rituals in an attempt to manage this overwhelming hunger, along with the terrifying fear of weight gain and needing to feel a grapple of control in this deeply uncomfortable situation. So food rituals can become deeply ingrained habits, enforcing a tangled grip on reality that takes up humongous amounts of time and energy. So why do food rituals develop? Food rituals are coping strategies. They offer soothing, serenity in the chaos and anxiety around food. Rituals offer a semblance of control and order when food is terrorizing you, and they help to calm and numb difficult emotions such as guilt, disgust, overwhelm, and fear. And rituals may create an illusion of perfection and precision around food, and they may lower the appeal of food. For example, if you drench your food in salt or allow it to go cold before eating, it could render it immensely unsatisfying. And conversely, rituals can prolong the pleasure of the eating experience too. You're finally allowed to eat, and then you wish to savor every morsel to the absolute degree. Now, if you're neurodivergent as well, you may relate even more strongly to some rituals as they offer a stimming function. So let's talk about a list of common food rituals, not limited to these. So, cutting food into teeny tiny pieces and taking extremely small bites. Eating food in a very specific order so you're not combining the foods together. Maybe rearranging foods on a plate so they don't touch. It could be tearing food apart and then eating the different components. It could be chewing food for a specific number of bites. A meticulous weighing, measuring and calorie counting of every morsel. It could be eating at precise mealtimes as the clock strikes the hour. Hiding food or throwing it away. Excessive seasoning of food or using bizarre concoctions of sauces. It could be drinking volumes of fluid before, during and after eating. It could be eating on child-sized plates and using small cutlery. And it could be engaging in activities to burn calories before and after eating. It could be having to clean the kitchen or visit the bathroom to have a shower before eating and doing things in the right order. It could be buying quantities of food to feel safety in its presence but never eating it, sort of hoarding it, sort of filling the cupboards to overflowing but not always eating it. So how to begin to shift rituals? Now, number one, really bring compassion and mindful awareness to what you're doing. Realize that food rituals are coping strategies that foster a sense of safety. So you may not wish to rid yourself of all the rituals. It may take time to feel safe in your body without the rituals. Number two, talk about your rituals with a trusted professional, friend, or family member. Sharing openly will help reduce the shame and encourage openness. Number three, if you're ready for change, begin to fuel yourself and eat more. Now, dealing with the underlying hunger will reduce that need for control. And you might need to create a meal plan or some structure to help this feel less overwhelming. Now, of course, this sounds simple, but it's not easy. So get support if you need it. Number 4, notice your current rituals and become an observer of your habits. Which rituals do you have? What emotions do you feel when you consider removing a ritual? What fears and anxieties come up for you? Write down your thoughts. Journal or talk about it. Sometimes observing something is the first step for change. Number 5, rank your rituals in their order of importance to you. Which ones are really crucial now? And which ones could you think about letting go of? So it's helpful to start with the easiest one first. Number 6, delay the ritual first if it feels impossible to stop it altogether. And number 7, create pre- and post-meal relaxation and distraction activities to help soothe and feel safe. Maybe sit with a trusted friend or confidant to create calm and ease around meal times. Number 8, take a breather as needed. And number 9, start with small goals and repeat. Embrace the long game. So what food rituals have you experienced? And how have you overcome them or shifted your relationship to them? Do share in the comments. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Eating Disorder Therapist podcast. Do subscribe on YouTube for more videos. Do follow, rate and review if you're listening on the audio channels. And I look forward to sharing another episode with you very soon. Bye for now.